Welcome to our Peak Design Everyday Tote 15-liter review. This is a half tote, half kind of a messenger, gear hauling badass. But a lot of Peak Design's products are geared heavily towards photographers and are honestly best suited to be bought by photographers. Is that the story for the tote? Or can it also be an everyday carry? Let's find out. Okay, let's start by talking about the overall gist of the Peak Design Everyday Tote. As mentioned, it can be carried two ways, tote mode and messenger mode. Like most Peak Design products, it features excellent engineering, high quality materials, and it just feels great to use. But does it come at the compromise of its functionality? Like totes usually come like this, right? Flimsy, more malleable. Like think about like the IKEA totes that at least in Hong Kong, everybody carries around. Like that's kind of your normal tote. This one though, on the other hand, it's like kind of like a hard shell. It maintains its shape, which also means that it stands up by itself. We've got two exterior pockets, one with a magnet flap and a zip. The other one, just a magnet flap. Then we have the magnet slash zipper opening of the main compartment. You got lots of pockets, lots of compartments, and two flexible dividers. But like I said, it's 15 liters. It comes in two color options, and currently it runs about 150 USD. But is it worth the hefty price tag? Let's talk about it. Now, before we get into the meat and potatoes of this review, my name is Aaron, the guy behind the camera is Tab, and together, we're Nomads Nation. We do tote reviews, backpack reviews, tech pouch reviews, the occasional hat review. You should check out the hat review, it's very funny. If those things pique your interest, Peak Design, pique your interest, I'm on fire today. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. Back to the review. All right, we're gonna split this into two sections. We're gonna talk about the outside of the Peak Design Everyday Tote and then the inside. The external materials are a 400D post-consumer 100% recycled nylon. And also should be noted that as to where this material is 400D nylon, the material on the bottom of the tote is 900D nylon, which means basically more than twice the strength and more than twice of the durability and water resistance. I've reviewed a lot of Peak Design bags with this material. It has like a little scratchiness to it. It doesn't always feel the most premium to the touch, but it's highly durable, highly weather resistant, highly robust, and we always appreciate when a company's materials are recycled. So let's start with the two pockets, one on each side. They look similar, they actually function very differently. This is like the front pocket, right? You can see we got Peak Design's signature branding right here. The black on black is very subtle. And then go ahead and you unflap the magnet, and then we have the actual pocket. Like I said, accessible through a zipper. These are Peak Design's Ultra Zips. They make them in-house. Super smooth, super water resistant. And as you can see, we have organization and a retractable key leash. I love Peak Design's retractable key leashes because of the elasticity, right? Because think about it. You're going home, you wanna unlock your door, whoosh, do one of those, slides right back in. Ooh, that was fun. But also you can go ahead and unclip it right here, take your keys with you, take away, and pop them back into place. On this side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 smaller pockets. This material is slightly elastic, really soft to the touch. I love that it's gray. That helps to provide a little bit of a highlight effect, which makes it easier to sort of see inside and to find your gear. These pockets would be good for like Bluetooth headphones or small cables and wires. Or if you're a photographer, it'd be a great spot for your SD cards or backup batteries. And then on the flip side, we have the same material, but bigger pockets. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4 smaller ones, you got 1, 2, 3 bigger ones. These have a little bit more depth to them as well. That's why we'd recommend putting something in here like a portable battery, tissues, hand sanitizer, kind of bigger items. Flipping over, let's talk about the other pocket. Yet again, magnet opening, but no zipper on this one, and also no additional organization, it's just a pocket. Also interesting, on the opposite end of this magnetic flap right here, you have this little like accessibility strap. It's like a hard plastic strap, and we believe that you can attach some of Peak Design's camera accessories to that strap so they can just sort of dangle on the outside of the tote. Moving on to the bottom, you can see that I've snapped on the two carry-on straps. Now these come included with the tote. And basically it allows you to carry things on the outside of the tote. So for instance, you go ahead, pop this bad boy on, and then you can pop maybe yoga mat underneath, tripod. There's actually two more lash points here as well. There's one here, a couple on the other side. So if you want to carry things perhaps like a bike helmet on this part of the tote, clip the bike helmet in, good to go. We got a couple straps in the side right here. This helps give the bag a little bit more strength. It helps conceal the attachment points here, and you can also use it just to clip things on. All right, let's talk about the carrying options with this guy. So basically, you have two options, tote mode, messenger mode. With tote mode, what's cool about it is these handles are quite long. This helps to give it a nice balance, a nice feel to it, and also you can actually shoulder carry the tote as well. So you can go from here to here. These straps are made from a nice nylon webbing, and what I like about them is there's a little bit of padding in there, right? And that padding just helps to make the carrying experience a bit more comfortable. And the other carrying option is this guy right here, which is messenger mode. This shoulder strap comes included with the tote, and it's 100% removable. So if you don't want to use it, you can say, "Be gone, messenger strap, you have no power here." The length of the strap can be adjusted with Peak Design's signature like adjuster thing right here, which is pretty fun to use. They can clip it into place and keep it nice and secure. And the strap itself, where it touches your shoulder, has a decent amount of padding, which yet again just kind of enhances the comfort of the entire carrying experience. Let's get inside the Peak Design Everyday Tote so you can see how the main compartment works. Yet again, we have a magnetic opening and closing system as well as a zipper. The magnet's quite nice because there's two magnets, one here and one here, which means that there's no magnet there, so you got a little bit of space to put your fingers in and easily pop this guy open. Waterproof ultra zip zipper. I like this little zipper pull right there. You can one finger it if you want. And we're in. Now, so far, I've been a fan of basically everything that's happening with this tote, but here's where it gets a little, and basically the is just that it's a little tight inside, right? And so see how this zip is like not going all the way out, right? So like it kind of constricts your ability to really get it open. Now don't get me wrong, you can get this guy open, reach in and find what you want, but it's a little restricted as it compared to like a different tote. Let's take a look at the Aer Gym Tote again, just to compare and contrast. Like, look at this, like this guy, you're in, right? They made sure that the zipper extended past the actual opening, right? So there's no limitations on your ability to open and close it. But for Peak Design, it's a little more restrictive. But the cool thing is that once you're inside, you've got a lot of organization. As I said before, we got the two flex fold dividers. Let's talk about those first. Flex fold dividers are Peak Design's in-house solution for internal organization for your pack, tote, sling, whatever it is. But they're definitely catered towards photographers. They're Velcro on the outside, which connects to the interior of the bag, and you can just go ahead and like make cool little shapes in like different cubby systems, right? So you have your DSLR lens, and you wanna put the lens right here and hide the body underneath, you can do that. You can pop these on sideways and have it be like a little tray hammock thing, right? There's really a lot of different ways that you can organize your stuff, but I've used a lot of Peak Design stuff. I'm not much of a photographer, so therefore the flex fold dividers for me have always been something I just don't use. And that's one of the central themes of this tote is I really think it's a lot more catered to people who are carrying camera gear. I'm not saying that you need to be a professional photographer. In fact, Tab doesn't think this would be a great option for a professional photographer. But the hard shell body and the flex fold dividers and the overall totiness of it is why we think it's just good for anyone who wants a tote and is either a leisurely hobbyist photographer, or you just want to carry your DSLR around sometimes, like you're going on a picnic with the family and you just want to take pictures of the kids. But you know, if that's your lifestyle and that's the carrying solution you're looking for, that's what the Peak Design Everyday Tote is perfect for. But I digress. Now, once the flex fold dividers are out, it gives you a little bit of a clearer look as to the main compartment and what it looks like. Okay, let's take a look at the main compartment. So on this side, we have a single pocket. That's it. It's hard to see, I know. It's just this guy. It's like this perfect size for a phone. So when you're at the beach taking your 6 shots to your friends, you can go ahead and pop your phone right there. You know, it'll be safe and secure. But whipping it around, on the other side, we got a lot more compartments and pockets and organization. Right here, we got 2 pockets, maybe like a small little notebook pocket and a pen holder. I really love Peak Design's materials. Like, it's just got this little bit of elasticity just to give it a little give, but still being like nice and tight and secure. Fantastic job there, Peak Design. And then we have a magnetic closure, another magnet. So many magnets on this. And this is where your tech gear will go, specifically your laptop. The tote is advertised as being able to fit a 13-inch MacBook Pro. There's a little bit of a false bottom. It stops like right around here, so it's suspended. So if you drop the tote, your laptop will be more secure. And then there's a little magnetic divider, which you can use to like put like papers and documents. Wow, it's tight in there. It's hard to show these things. Tab, can you see it?
Barely.
Barely, exactly. Good luck with the C-roll on this one, am I right? By the way, you should totes hit that like button.
Can't even say it with a straight face.
I tried. So let's chat about the pros and the cons. Let's talk about the pros. Amazing materials, super comfortable carry experience, and the fact that at the end of the day, this is a very niche and special product as it's a tote that is catered to photographers. But the only con I got, assuming that you're into this, is just like the limited capacity in the main compartment. Like it does get a little tight, right? It's difficult to get in there. It's like a kind of a black hole. I would have loved one other access point into the main compartment. Give me a zip right here, just so I can get in from a different angle. So if you are still here and you're like, that Peak Design Everyday Tote 15 liter, that's for me. We do appreciate if you make your purchase using the first link in the description. That link makes sure that you get the best price, and it also helps support our Nomads Nation YouTube channel. Thank you. But on the flip side, if you're a little confused by this product, there are alternative recommendations that I can give you. You might be here thinking like, dude, I'm a photographer and I want a tote. I just like to carry tote, but I want a carrying option that gives me quicker access to my camera gear. I would not say this is the best option. You're gonna wanna check out the Peak Design Everyday Tote Pack. Half backpack, half tote with super quick camera access. Check the description to watch the full review. And this is also not the tote for you if you're like, I want a tote, but I don't have any DSLR gear. Why am I even here? If you made it this far through and you don't own any DSLR gear, you'll be pleased to know though, there's other dope totes on the market, like the Aer Gym Tote. It's just kind of more like a regular tote. It's malleable, it's easier to carry, it's not quite as bulky, and you can get into the main compartment a lot easier. Like I said, check out our full review on the Aer Gym Tote. If you made it this far through the review, thank you. You are a trooper, and you should definitely consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can know anytime that we upload a new review of a backpack, tote, sling, tech pouch, whatever it may be. Subscribe. Also, let us know in the comments below, what do you think about the Peak Design Everyday Tote? Is the limited access a big problem for you like it is for us? Also, do you think that non-photographers can get as much value out of this tote as photographers? And please let us know, especially if you own this tote. Your comments help to support our channel and help other people figure out what's right for them. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.